Well, good morning. A little something different today. We're not scrapping anything. Working on a bunch of stuff. But, as you might have seen in the last disaster video that I posted trying to get that stupid container set in the backyard, my four-wheel drive went out. Front axle isn't locking in. And that is a function of this thing. This is the four-wheel drive actuator that moves back and forth to lock the front axle. And you say, okay, that's fine, just replace it. Well, if you've been following me for any length of time, I've done a couple of videos on this piece of junk. And this truck is a 2017, I bought brand new. And when I install this is the 5th front axle actuator that has gone into this truck. 5. The first one failed at about 20,000 miles. It was replaced under factory warranty. The second one failed, I don't know, about 10,000 miles after that. And that was replaced under my extended warranty. The third one failed maybe another 10,000 miles after that. It was also replaced under my extended warranty. And the fourth one failed about 10,000 miles after that, and I replaced it myself because I had something to do and didn't have time to put the thing in the shop to save some money. From Dodge, this piece of plastic with a little steel in it is $600 and change. And they don't last. The last time I did a video, I actually took the thing apart, showed the mechanism, showed the gears. It's just plastic junk. So, I'm not normally one to go away from OEM electronics, but I'm sick of spending $600 for a part to have it last 2 or 3 uses. Because I don't use four-wheel drive. This is a street truck. Look at these tires. There's no knobs on this. It's used for stuff like that, when you get in a sticky situation towing something and try to pull yourself out. So, I'm going to try something because my extended warranty would replace this, but it's going to cost me $100 because it's a $100 copay if you want. But it's just going to put another OEM one in, which is going to last 2 or 3 cycles, and then I'll have to do it again. And I'm getting sick of doing that. So, I'm going to, I was able to buy 2 of these pieces of junk from China on the Jungle site there, and I spent less than I would pay for a copay for one of them. And if they last 2 or 3 cycles, great, that's all I need. This one had a review where a guy said, oh, it's lasted 4 months. It's like, well, that's longer than mine normally lasts, so what the hell, for $48, I might as well go with this. It's stupid. I don't understand it. I just don't get it. And I'm really amazed that nobody has built an aftermarket solution that is an upgrade, like with metal gears or something. That'd be real easy to put a cable in here to just do this, but it's got some thinky bits going on in here where it knows position. And that talks back to the computer and tells it whether it can switch it into four-wheel drive or not. And I have the automatic electronic shift for the transfer case. At the time you could still get these with the floor, the manual transfer case shift, but that doesn't change this. This is still the same. It's still electric, it's still bullshit, and it's still, I'm thinking, fails. I don't see a lot of this on the internet. I mean, a lot of fails on these Dodges, but I swear to God, I'm the only one that's had this much issue with this stuff. So, we're going to change this out again, and I got a spare now. Not that it would have helped me, because I was buried to the front axle and couldn't have gotten under the truck to change it the other day. But this Chinese one seems like it's got a decent gasket. It's not bad. Everything looks the same. I'm sure it'll work once, or at least get the error code off the dash. And yeah, then we're gonna run it and see how long it goes. Like I said, I use OEM stuff as much as I possibly can, especially with the hybrid and things, because the electronics are super important. But I'm done with OEM with this damn thing, because it's just dumb. You know, this truck's got 68,000 miles on it. It's going to be on its 5th front-wheel drive actuator. And I don't use four-wheel drive all that often. I mean, 3 or 4 times a year, maybe? So, yeah, that's today's video. We're going to change this thing out, see how long it lasts. Alright, so we're under the truck. It's on the passenger side of the axle. It's just got one plug in it, and it's held in place by 4 10s. That's it. Now, you will lose some oil when you pull that off, so you probably want to get a pan under there. So I'm going to go get a pan and a 10mm and maybe a little screwdriver to undo that little red clip on the plug, and maybe an interior tool to pull that little Christmas tree fastener that's holding the wire in. And we're going to get this thing swapped out. Okay. Alright. Come on, play nice. There it is. Come on. I didn't get my interior tool. There it is. Okay. Connector looks fine. There goes the oil. About 38 degrees this morning, so she's a little gooey. Okay, that's out. The collar in there moves super easy. Nothing to it. Everything's clean. So we just gotta put this baby in there like that. Put the bolts back in it. Like I said, it felt like it had a pretty good O-ring seal on it. that's it. I will cap off of there. Plug that guy back in. Maybe put down the locking cap if it'll go. Ow. Well, plug that in. Alright. Come on. Okay, well, we're gonna have to figure that out, but yeah, that's how you install it. Anyway, back in a minute once I figure out that locking tab. Alright, so I plugged it in. I will say the connector doesn't attach as well on the Chinese aftermarket junk than it did on the other one, but I heard it actuate, and my error code is already gone. So, that thing in neutral. Yep, and we're in four-wheel drive. What I will say is the actuator is a crap ton louder than the other one. But it works. So, yeah, anyway. Yeah. So we're going to stick with the Chinese aftermarket junk for now because it's already functional. And for 40 bucks, I'll take it. Yeah. So anyway, that's my rant for today. Again, not a fan of Chinese aftermarket electronic junk, but when the $600 OEM ones don't last, you kind of got to do what you got to do. Especially, I mean, I've got the ability to have it done under warranty for 100 bucks, but most people aren't going to. And we'll just see how long this nightmare lasts. If it's any better than the other ones, and hell, even if it's not, it's less than 10% of the price. So, anyway, that's it for today. Hope you're all having a good one. Take care.